Hi, this is Anna Crowe with the Get Real podcast, where CEOs, CMOs, and communications experts share their real advice. It's 6 questions under 9 minutes because we get to it real fast. So let's get to it. Welcome today's guest. In a few short sentences, please tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, I'm Cristin Smith. I am the founder and CEO of Saffron and Sage. We are a holistic health club with our flagship location located in Little Italy, and we specialize in preventative and integrative medicine, and we have a whole host of our proprietary products, from our skincare line to flower essences and herbal formulas.
Awesome. And as one who uses your proprietary skincare line, I'm a big fan. So appreciate you coming on.
Thanks, Anna.
Awesome. Cristin, what would you say is the best thing about being a leader in your industry?
Well, I would say it's an exciting time to be in healthcare, an exciting time to be in wellness right now. So given the current context of the coronavirus and quarantine, we are definitely pivoting and innovating every single day. I think it's really stirred the community's awareness, and really on a global level, about how interconnected we are to our environment and the need to return back to a therapeutic and sustainable lifestyle, and how essential it is to identify sources of stress, of anxiety, and really reorient our lives around relationships and our core values.
You're so right. I mean, everyone's thinking about wellness and health, and it's so important. And the work you guys are doing is just so essential right now. You mentioned relationships, which leads me into the next question. I hear from other successful leaders that creating those authentic connections, whether it's with your team, you talk about core values, or your customers, can be challenging with all the noise today. What's your take on that?
Well, it's, given that we're providing bio-individualistic care to our patients in person every single day, we still are face-to-face, and our doctors and acupuncturists and herbalists and other practitioners are really on the front lines. So for us, it's been a great joy to get to still see both our patients as well as our staff face-to-face every day. But I think it's really invited us to think globally, right? And as we're looking at the interconnectedness of our global economy, really understanding that we have the opportunity now to build those relationships with potential clients, not just in San Diego, but to the ends of the earth. And I think one of the things that emerged as a new offering as a result of the pandemic was our first virtual membership. And so it's been exciting to see us begin to forge relationships with folks that live outside of the city, outside of the country. And I think just relationships in general, it's forcing us to think outside the box and figure out what are ways that we can socially distance but still commune, right? Because community is central to what we do here at Saffron and Sage. And just yesterday we were thinking about, well, maybe this is the time that we launch our Saffron and Sage tennis club. So that was something we had in the works before, and we're considering that's something that we can do outside, that's safe, that's simple, and allows us to connect with one another. So.
Very cool. I love that. And part of that is such great advice, and I love how you pivoted. Do you have any other real advice? Is there anything else that other leaders think is important, that you think that would be important?
In pivoting, I think, I think the idea pivot tends to throw up two unique thoughts in my mind. Is one, survival mode, right? and the other is opportunity. And I think the piece not to miss in this crisis is to really look under the hood, take a peek in the closet, and really look at what was broken before organizationally, right? What wasn't working? What relationships on your team maybe weren't the best, and really going through and editing with your vision, with your values, and seeing what's no longer a fit, and doing some spring cleaning. I think that's really important. And then for myself, it was looking at opportunities. So being heavily service-based and the majority of our revenue coming through in-person services, we did launch everything virtually except for our touch therapies. But it allowed us to really look at the fact that yes, we had a skincare line. Yes, we had flower essences, but what else could we be providing the saffron experience to our clients while they're quarantining at home? And actually, we got to work on creating a hand sanitizer, which launched, and we just got another order for another 100 units, which is exciting. And we got to work on trying to take our herbal medicines to another dimension. And we are we're just launching our medicinal tea collection that's on our website and available for pre-sale. So I think really figuring out what are the holes and how do you design a company that's recession proof. And optimally you're doing that before you get into the recession, but it's never too late. So really figuring out where do we need to move and shift? And for us, product development was one of the big pieces.
That's fantastic. And your sanitizer is probably one of the best selling sanitizers on the market, I would say, in addition to being, clean beauty and healthy and all of that. So fantastic. And one last question for you, just so we're low on time. Tell us about your first job.
First, okay, let me see if I can remember. No, I can't remember because I've actually only ever had one job interview in my entire life. I was a caller for a financial services company. So I would get the leads that would come in and I would make phone calls and basically have to do a cold call and sell someone on an appointment for one of the representatives to come out and sit down with them and talk about financial and insurance planning. So that was my first job. I worked 6 to 9, my first real job outside of high school. But
right.
Yeah, so I worked 6 to 9 during the week and I made way more than whatever minimum wage was back then. And then I would get little bonuses because the agents would go out and close the deal. And so the better the quality leads that I set up for them, the more bonuses I got. So that's what I did. And that's actually how I started my career in financial services.
Nice. So it's a great sales experience right there, right out of the gate.
Yes.
Very cool. Oh, well, Cristin, how can people get a hold of you or learn more about Saffron and Sage?
Yeah, you can follow us on Instagram at Saffron and Sage US. You can go online to saffronsageliving.com and you can also follow our skincare line at Saffron and Sage Skin.
Wonderful. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. This is Anna Crowe with the Get Real podcast. For more insights, visit us at crowepr.com. Make it a great day.